So the whole thing began when I had this dream that I was adopted.
Ah, well, dreaming that one is adopted is a projection of Oedipal desire, in that it clears the way for you to have sex with your mother.
Oh, please. Not even you can think that I want to have sex with my mother. No one wants to have sex with my mother. Not even my father.
So, what do you think the dream was about, then?
Well, I think it's about the fact that I've always suspected that I might be adopted.
Forgive me, but that is rather naive. Dreams never mean exactly what they say.
Why not? If I dream that I'm riding on a unicorn with Mrs. Crockford from school, why doesn't that mean that what I really want to do is ride on a unicorn with Mrs. Crockford from school?
Well, because...
You'll be out of a job?
Why have you always thought you might be adopted?
Well, you know my sister is, and that's only because she found a picture of our mother dated the day before she was born.
So?
It was a picture of her bungee jumping.
But why do you think that you were adopted?
Well, you know my parents are strict Presbyterians. So I'll have some cheddar and some of that honey-roasted ham.
What? Ham? You don't want ham, not you. Try some of that gefilte fish.
No. I'll have some seafood salad.
Oh, why eat like such a goy?
Do I know you, or do I just know the work of Jackie Mason?
I'm your local rabbi. Do I ever see you in shul? No. Have some chicken soup.
No.
Matzah brie.
No, leave me alone.
Oh, it is like when our son brought home those pork chops.
Ah, I have no son.
Look, I'm sure Jewish food is very nice, if you like things that taste of fish, onion and fish. But if you don't go away, I'll force-feed you that mini pork pie.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Archbishop of Canterbury.
So I'll have half a pound of
Where's the
sausage.
Schneckerbirienkel?
There's one down the bottom of the street, but I don't know if it's open today.
So, like, who won the German National Cup for the only time in the team's history in 1938?
Ah, now, I know this. This is one of the few association football questions I do know. The answer is Rapid Vienna.
Yeah. How can that be? Because Vienna's, like, in Italy with, like, the canals and stuff?
No, it's in Austria, Ethan. And the reason why they were in the German National Cup in 1938 is because of Germany's annexation of Austria.
Yeah, that just about shows the level of Austrian resistance, doesn't it? We've invaded you. Oh, good. Can we still make the draw for the third round?
Hey, Dave, where have you been? We're never going to win this pub quiz if you don't turn up for training. And I love this quiz. Hey, Sean, whose idea was it?
The committee's.
When was the...
Why are you wearing a hat? Everything about this environment tells me that we are indoors.
Oh, yeah, but I decided it's cool to, like, wear a hat indoors. Isn't it?
No.
No.
No. My father, I remember, always used to wear a felt trilby. He would as soon go out not wearing that hat as go out not wearing trousers and pants. I remember towards the very end of his life, even when it was no longer fashionable, Papa would still saunter down Piccadilly wearing that felt trilby. By this time, of course, generally without trousers and pants.
It's really 80s as well.
I am not 80s.
Ethan, you are so 80s you could be on German television. Sean, Ethan, Peter, can I ask you all something? Have you ever thought that I might be Jewish?
No. I always thought you were, like, Asian.
Parents are Presbyterians, aren't they?
Yeah, but what if I'm adopted like my sister is and they just haven't told me? I mean, I am circumcised.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Really? I'm surprised you retain a mental Polaroid of it.
No, I've got a real Polaroid of it. I knew it would come in useful helping all my subsequent boyfriends to feel really good about themselves.
I'm going to go and confront my parents about it. I've got to go and pick Josh up from there at the weekend anyway.
Oh, yes, of course. You've offloaded our son onto your mental parents again.
Sean, he loves staying at his grandma and grandpa's house.
He thinks it's got a smelly hallway.
When I was at Sandringham, Prince Andrew told me that he, Charles, and Edward were all circumcised.
Oh, really? So, like, are they Jewish?
No, it's a royal thing. An edict handed down by Henry VII, forbidding the throne to any man that suffereth from knob cheese.
My dad told me that he got me circumcised because he's Welsh, in honour of the miner's helmet. That's why once, when I was a kid, I attached a small light to it and read a copy of How Green Was My Valley.
Okay, let's get on. Language test. Team gets 1 point for each different language in which they can say the expression cheers.
À votre santé.
Prost.
Cheers?
L'chaim. What?
Good, that is the dusting. Now we do the polishing.
So, Dorota, how are you enjoying being in England? Good, good. Cleaning going well? Right. How would you like to...
Hold this and squeeze it hard.
Well, it's not exactly how I was going to put it.
David, you should not chat up my sister. We are married. She is your sister-in-law. It's practically incest. Why, as soon as you start thinking you are Jewish, you turn into Woody Allen.
I would never have married you if I knew I was marrying out.
Well, she's too shy anyway.
Yeah. Have you ever thought she might be a bit more than shy? I think she might be autistic.
Yeah, she is wonderfully artistic. Yeah. You should see her sketches of St. Olaf's Cathedral. The entire west steeple she can do in 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's because she's autistic.
There's no other word for it.
No, or...
Or just very talented.
Autistic. It's a condition where people can't communicate to other people very easily. Rather like this.
David, just because she has not responded to your advances does not mean she is sick. What, if you ask a woman to dance and she says no, do you think, oh, she must have pleurisy?
Well, if she is autistic, she'd normally have a talent, you know, as well, like drawing or an amazing memory.
David, she is not autistic. Okay, Dorothy, let's go through the routine again.
10 a.m. toilet cleaning. Hold nozzle at 48-degree angle to bowl. Ingredients of toilet cleaner: deionized water, oliconium chloride, propylene glycol, butyl carbonate, polychloride.
Ah, now I understand your problem. Well, let's do a little test, shall we? I'll give you a tick for what I consider to be a Jewish response and a cross for a non-Jewish one.
Fine. What kind of test?
Free association.
Oh, right. I've done that with my therapist.
Oh, you're in therapy. Now, car,
Volvo.
football,
Tottenham.
sex,
Obsessed.
drink,
Food.
crystal.
Nacht.
Even I would have said palace. Well, that's the end of the test. How do you feel?
So what was the final tally of men in Sex, the Annabelle Chong story, who... Oh, hey, Dave. Hey, you know, like, Dorothy? I think she might be, like, autistic.
Yeah, I think so. What is that on your head now?
It's a Panama.
Are you trying out every hat in the hat spectrum?
Oh, yeah. I will know my hat when I find it. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my, like, head.
Well, you know, we've got to work out what to do about Dorothy and make sure we do the right thing.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. We've already done that. Pete, give Dorothy a book.
Halliwells?
Right on.
Okay. Dorothy. Academy Awards, 1952. Who won Best Supporting Actor?
Anthony Quinn for Viva Zapata. Quinn, real name Antonio Quinones, born Chihuahua, Mexico. Also won Oscar in 1957 for Wild is the Wind.
Great, isn't it? Hey, Dorotha, FA Cup 1922.
Huddersfield Town beat Preston North End 1-0. The scorer was W.H. Smith, no relation to the popular trainer.
Isn't she great? Her specialist subject is like geography. You don't even have to ask a question. You just say the country. Pete!
Germany.
Germany, a country of Central Europe, bordering on Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, France, Switzerland, the Czech Republic and Poland. Fascist past extensive. Best band, the Scorpions. Previously 2 republics.
That's not what I meant at all. We have to think seriously about Dorothy's autism and, work out what the best thing to do about it is.
We have, and you're like off the pub quiz team.
David, your parents have just called. They're saying Josh is having some behavioural problems, that he started a fire in their house.
A fire? Really? That's great. What? Not great, but at least it shows him behaving like a, proper boy at last. What was he doing? Smoking? Setting fire to an ant with a magnifying glass?
Fabulous, David. You're pleased our son's a pyromaniac. Oh, I can see you now, the proud father as Josh gets led away to the gallows to be hanged for arson in the King's shipyards.
Oh, yeah, you can still be hanged
Yes.
for... OK. I'll go and have a word with him. About time I had that chat with my parents anyway. You don't mind if I...
Oh, you go ahead. Bloody conflagration. Smell of burning. I had to run out of the house in my pants, shouting. Why? I saw my chance and I took it.
Mum, I don't take sugar. I haven't taken sugar in tea since I was 12.
Oh, don't be silly.
You two go out for a minute. I'll see if I can have a word with him.
What did you mean? You saw your chance and you took it?
Nothing.
Listen, Josh, don't tell anyone, but I'm kind of on your side here.
I didn't mean any harm by it.
I know. It's just part of you becoming a young, healthy, bit wild, bit dangerous boy.
Their hallway was smelly.
Exactly. What?
That's why I was burning aromatherapy oils in it. Sandalwood and marjoram with just a top note of sage.
Aromatherapy.
What's this doing in my larder?
Giving it an edge of ambergris.
Children, eh? Who'd have them?
Well, not you, obviously.
Pardon?
Look, I was going to say this in a more roundabout way, but why am I circumcised?
Well, I've told you why. It's because of the miner's helmet.
No, I don't believe that anymore.
Oh, well, OK. It's because, well, we thought that there might be a chance that you were in line to the throne. And apparently, any man that suffereth...
No, I don't believe that anymore either.
Look, darling, as the good book says, the Lord has made a pact, and that had some impact. To avoid more sin, cut off your fourth...
Mum, that's from Captain Marinus Floating Zoo, isn't it?
Yes, it's the adult version, not sung much in schools.
Look, I know Rachel's adopted.
Yes, never really worked out. Never really felt of her as my child. Perhaps you never can. That's genetics for you.
Yeah, but am I adopted too?
Oh, have I shot myself in the foot?
Look, it's okay. I've always sort of suspected it. Sometimes I've looked at the two of you and I've definitely...
Known it.
No, wanted it. So, it's fine. Because there's something else about myself that I really want to know.
Darling, we always meant to tell you.
We didn't tell you because we tried, you know, boy, to imbue in you the feeling that you were Welsh. You know, one of us. Not at all alien, no different. But now your true nature's come through and has flowered for all to see.
So, I am Jewish then?
Jewish? I thought you were gay.
So, 2 scones with clotted cream, is it? With a pasty on top?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Oh, Ethan, just like I had to before I was married to David. So Dorothy must learn some aliases in case of the immigration catching up with her. Look, I must never forget. Still here is the card of the immigration officer who came round looking for me.
No, we don't do toasted sandwiches. None of that modern muck.
I am trying to method her into one of my old characters, Grace, who runs a tea shop in Penzance. It doesn't open on Wednesdays, and frankly, the tea is piss poor.
Yeah, but we don't have time for that. The pub quiz is tomorrow, and we gotta get her through this.
Oh, God, this pub quiz. I can't believe that you are so obsessed with it too, Lord Peter.
Well, Eva, ever since I lost my hereditary peerage in the Lords, I felt the need to immerse myself in the common folk. Their hopes, their fears, their copies of the Star. I want to feel all those working-class things. The public bar, the reeking urinal, the harsh strip light, Channel 5. Sausages and beans together in the one tin. Shouting for no reason. Being obese. A pornographic magazine costing no more than £1.20. Price best on the Kentish Town Road.
All right. Come on, let's go back to your flat and work with our star turn.
Oh, right, okay. I see. First David wants to sleep with her, and now you two can't get enough of her fancy autistic ways. Well, I can be autistic too, you know. Quanah's never crashed, Quanah's never crashed, Quanah's never crashed, Quanah's never crashed.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, please. The committee of Club Biscuit would like to welcome you to our first ever pub quiz. And now, please put your hands together for your host for tonight, the manageress and licensee of Club Biscuit, Sean Barley.
Hello. Right, let's get on with it then. Round 1, general knowledge. Who renounced his divinity in 1946?
Emperor Hirohito of Japan.
Way to go!
Akritos Stanley. Francis the Talking Mule. The Citizens Advice Bureau. Dr. Snoddy. Herman's Hermits.
Oh, now, I know this one. The answer is Winston and Clementine Churchill. No, it's the Duke and Duchess of Windsor.
Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
Right, well, nearly finished, thank Christ. Totting up the scores, turns out we've got a tie between Ashworth Metals Inc. All-Stars
Great.
and the Ethan Experience. So, this last question is going to be a tiebreaker. No writing down, and I'm going to have to accept the first answer I hear. OK, so...
Excuse me, Sean. We have a complaint in writing from the captain of Ashworth Metals, Inc. Apparently, they suspect that the Ethan Experience is fielding an autistic player. Oh. Now, you know that under the pub quiz protocol of England and Wales, no team may field any form of idiot savant.
No, she's not an idiot savant.
She's just an idiot.
No, she's just foreign.
Everyone, stop what you're doing.
Oh, my God, quick, sound the toilet alarm.
It's all right. It's nothing to do with drugs. We're from the Illegal Immigration Investigation Unit. We believe this club to be presently harbouring an illegal Slovenian immigrant.
Hey, you're looking in the wrong place, guys. There's nobody on this team who knows anything about Slovenia.
Slovenia. Location, southeastern Europe. Between Austria and Croatia. Geographic coordinates, 46 degrees north, 15 degrees east. Capital, Ljubljana. Industries, ferrous metallurgy and rolling milk products. Lead and zinc smelting.
You guys don't understand. She's like autistic. She's like an idiot savant.
You assured us she was just an idiot.
Best bands agreed. Biggest hit. I'd love to hold little Ava's little leotard.
By the way, I've got 2 tickets to a monster truck rally in Farnborough. If you're interested. No, sure. OK. Well, we'll just stick to the busting your club for harbouring bogus asylum seekers thing, then. Fine.
I don't know, Ava. It looks like maybe I am Jewish, but, you know, I could be Muslim, couldn't I? Or Buddhist. Or maybe half and half, like a Buddhist Jew. which is someone who believes you should renounce all your material possessions but still keep the receipts.
Hello? Oh, yeah, you okay? Hey, Jewy the Jew, Jewstein. It's for you.
Hello. Oh, hi, Ethan. What? When? Ava, Dorothy's been taken away by the immigration authorities.
What? Oh, no! Oh, God!
It's okay, she's fine. They're just going to send her home.
How could this have happened?
Oh, apparently one of them said something about them being tipped off by an old Cornish woman.
Oh, Cornish, you say? Well, I'll murder her if I ever get my hands on her.
Well, Ethan, what are we going to do? I mean, how are we going to sort this out?
Right. Now that interruption is over and the teams have reconvened at full strength, perhaps we can get on with the tie-break. Remember that for this question, on which rests the title of Saddest Bastards of the Year, Club Biscuit Pub Quiz Champions, any member of the team may shout the answer, but I must accept the first answer. So.
Ethan, can I try on your hat?
What?
Your hat.
Oh, I thought wearing a hat indoors was like so 80s. Like, Ethan, are you sure you can get that on over your mullet?
Just let me try it. It's a mistake. It's just the hat. Yes, that's it. I'm Jewish. Definitely Jewish. It's so obvious. Without doubt. Jewish.
Is the wrong answer. You have to pass that one over to the other team. So, the religion of His Holiness the Pope is?
Catholic.
Correct.
So, you are Jewish then?
Must be.
Strange to be Jewish, but without having to deal with the Jewish mother.
Perhaps that's the best of both worlds.
Yes, that's a positive way of looking at it. Others might say that Jewish mothers, they're the most protective of their children, so for one to give her child away, I mean, she must have really, taken one look at you. But possibly this is not a valuable route for us to take therapeutically.
Perhaps not.
Any more dreams recently?
I had this dream last night that I was sexually inadequate.
Aha. Now that means what you really want to do is walk down a busy street naked from the waist down with strangers pointing at you and laughing. Some of them perhaps from daytime television.